Jay, I need you to stay with me, okay?
It was so beautiful.
Can you tell me what happened?
It was like I didn't weigh a thing.
Uh-huh.
My name is Brian Wilbur. I'm an ER doctor. On this night, it was near Christmas time, and in rolls this gentleman, middle-aged. He's moaning. He had small burn marks on his hands. There are Christmas lights wrapped around him for some reason, and he keeps mentioning Santa.
Do you know Santa?
Like Santa Claus?
He taught me how to fly.
Okay.
Santa's big.
Uh-huh.
I saw Santa.
In this case, the EMTs who brought him in were pretty poor historians. They had no idea what happened. They scooped and ran. Basically grabbed him, put him in spinal precautions, and brought him to us. And so therefore, I needed a little more background on what I was looking for.
Jay, you're in a hospital now, okay? I'm a doctor. I'm here to help.
Santa loves everybody.
Of course he does. Isn't that great?
You have to start with the obvious possibilities. He's slurred speech, he's confused. Is he drunk? Christmas cheer plays a big role in many holiday accidents.
You been drinking or doing any drugs this evening?
He knows if you've been good or bad.
No presents for me, then.
He knows everything.
But it's important not to just assume someone's intoxicated. You don't want to miss things such as accidental ingestion, overdose of a drug, stroke, seizure, brain bleed. These are all things we're thinking about when we see this patient.
Can you tell me exactly what happened?
Santa says, you're next.
Why don't you give a call up to radiology, have them run a full CT scan? That way we can rule out any signs of...
Jay!
Hush.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry. I had to take a cab, honey. Are you okay?
As tests began to come back, it became apparent that alcohol had not played a role in this patient's altered mental status. His wife, I couldn't say the same.
How's my,
Hi.
Hi. I'm his wife.
Oh.
How's is my husband okay?
We're actually trying to figure that out right now. Can you tell us exactly what happened?
Oh, there we go.
It became more clear to me after meeting the wife why the paramedics were unable to get more information from her. She was a little scattered.
Actually, we are having the most amazing day.
It looks like it.
Oh my God. He has been promising me a winter wonderland forever. But he's not the handiest guy in the world. It's okay, honey. I still love you.
A key part of my job is to discern the important facts from all the different stories I get from patients. From what I can gather, my patient had been working out in the sun all afternoon. And out here, holidays are rather warm. There's no snow out here. Heat exhaustion at Christmas time is not out of the question.
He was trying so hard. I just love him so much for that.
This is gonna be great, hon. It's like a whole North Pole theme, you know?
It's gonna be beautiful, but you know, you don't have to work so hard. Why don't you just take a break?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I gotta finish the candy cane lane here that leads to the reindeer feeding station. And then I'm gonna get Santa up on the roof. I'll just be looking down over it all. And then winter wonderland, like when you were a little girl, right over there. It's gonna be nice. And the trees are gonna be lit up, and the presents, and the kids are gonna love it. They're gonna see this for miles, and you know, we'll probably be on the news, I think. But I'll make room for the trucks, it'll be fine. I might get real reindeer. That might be good.
Heat exhaustion is caused by exposure to too much heat or too much sun. Dehydration sets in, you get a rapid pulse, become delirious, low blood pressure, your skin temperature rises, and it can lead to seizures and even death.
Can I get you a glass of water, hon?
No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm gonna move that in a second.
According to my patient's wife, he was working pretty hard that day in an effort to impress the family, especially her mother.
Little hams in the yard, too.
A ham. Nice.
Oh, hey, Mom. Hi, sweetie.
Oh, you look so nice.
Thank you.
Oh. And Jay, well, this... really is quite the project, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it all himself.
I can tell.
Your in-laws can really say things to you that can sting. We love our spouses so much that we want people around them to love us.
You know, if you wanted to, we could just leave all of this stuff out and Marissa's brother could take care of it when he comes over later.
And when people around them don't love us, it really hurts, and it could affect the relationship.
No, that's fine. I don't need Elliot's help, thank you. I got all this just good.
Well, I'm sure you do.
Okay, why don't we just go inside?
Okay.
Straight.
Oh, there's a path. You can use the path.
When poor Jay can't utter what Santa has done,
Jay! Oh my God!
it's up to Doc Brian to unravel what's spun.
The patient's lab's coming back in. There's no evidence of any electrolyte imbalance. His renal function is good, indicating no severe dehydration and no evidence of infection. So therefore, we're focusing more in on some kind of trauma, maybe head trauma.
Ugh, my mom texted that my brother fixed up the pile of decorations you left outside.
What pile of decorations?
Marissa, could you see Jay when he was working?
Oh, no, my mom and I were inside decorating and preparing the eggnog.
As I suspected, my patient's wife had been sampling the holiday cheer with her mom.
God, that eggnog was good.
Why don't you just let us give you some of our old decorations?
Jay and I want to start our own traditions, okay? All right, we're a family now. Should we wait for Jay?
Why don't we let him finish his little project?
Hold my nog. Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
Your brother will fix it.
Mom.
When she went to turn on the tree, she found the lights weren't working, so she followed the cord to a nearby power strip.
I solved the problem. I didn't even need Elliot.
Things began to come together in my head, and now the burns in his hands made sense.
Oh, the lights look lovely!
Oh, I want to see.
As Jay's Christmas memory begins to come back, it appears to all gathered there's been a rooftop attack.
Oh, the lights look lovely!
Oh, I want to see.
I would advise people who would like to put up their Christmas lights to probably hire someone to do that, because you can slip and fall. We see lots of injuries. And if you fall from 8 feet high, you are then considered major trauma. And you can have all sorts of blunt traumatic events where you can have internal organs that are injured and damaged, not to mention the head trauma and the cervical injuries that you can see from falling from such a high altitude.
So we have a possible electrocution leading to an approximately 8-foot fall.
One of the biggest dangers we have in the holiday times is that people think they can become a sudden electrician or a carpenter. If you can't do it in July, you can't do it in December.
I had everything set, and there was this one bulb I couldn't get to work.
Over the course of his stay in our ER, my patient became more and more awake, more coherent, and was able to provide more history, which gave us a much clearer picture of what actually happened to him.
So I went down and I turned off the power strip just to be safe, and then it happened. You got a mother-in-law, Santa? Consider yourself lucky. All right, Santa, get this last one fixed.
Oh, the lights look lovely!
And you are gonna look great!
In a way, he's very lucky that he fell backwards. He pulled the cord out, minimizing his shock from the electrocution. His electrical burns on his hands weren't quite as bad as they could have been.
No more projects, honey.
I just wanted your mom to have...
My mom loves you.
Fortunately, most household currents with such a brief exposure are non-life-threatening.
Besides, if I wanted to live with my mother, I'd still be at her place.
In this case, it was the fall and the concussion from hitting his head that caused him to have a bit of a delirium and making him think he saw Santa.
Santa?
Hey, he came to believe in Santa at Christmas time. I think there are worse side effects from an electrocution and a fall.
You should probably never use electricity ever again.